up sweeping.
I said, hey, you can't clean up the whole town all in just one morning here.
The town is decked out in all things Stand By Me, from old cars to signposts that bring individual scenes back to life. It's not that Brownsville hasn't hosted a tribute to the film before, but now it's becoming an annual event. That is, if Linda McCormick is up for the challenge.
I think I've worked everything out, I hope.
She's not sure what to expect today, but in some ways, she really doesn't care. She's not here just to sell shirts or lead guided tours. Linda's here because, like thousands of fans who visited since the film opened, she's under the spell of Stand By Me.
You guys want to go see a dead body?
It's the story of four friends who set off down the railroad tracks to find a dead body and discover themselves at the same time. Casual fans know it from this scene. A thrilling moment shot not in Oregon, but in Northern California on a train trellis that's now obsolete. The rest of the track scenes were shot in Oregon, outside of Eugene. Though today, the rails have been replaced with a bike trail. And that's why Brownsville is so important. It's the one spot here that is almost exactly like it was in the movie. The hardware store, the steeple and pillars, the Brownsville saloon called Irby's Billiards in the movie, the Blue Point Diner, always fictional, but the townsfolk hung a sign to make sure it became a living part of Main Street. In the back alley, you can still see Gordy shooting off that gun and his mouth.
Jesus!
They've even embedded a penny in the crosswalk, right where Vern picked one up at the end of the film.
Penny!
Of course, it has quickly become a fan favorite.
It's amazing. It's really amazing.
All of this unlocking the emotion of fans like Carrie Mazzica.
Growing up, I didn't have like the best home life, so there was like a lot of fighting going on between parents and my sibling and I.
Carrie grew up in Astoria, Oregon, best known as the home of the Goonies. But she's 170 miles away in Brownsville today because Stand By Me was a more personal film to her.
Why can't you have friends like Denny's?
Yeah, they're okay.
I'm more related to this film because you could see each one of the characters, they kind of had their own broken home in that way. So it was kind of like, oh, these are my brothers or these are my friends, and I would hide in my room and watch movies. And then that's how I found Stand By Me. I think I was like 12 and it was on cable or something, and I watched it and I was like, wow, this translates a lot into my life.
In many ways, it never leaves her. Actually, in every way, it never leaves her. Carrie, believe it or not, has tattooed that iconic train scene on her back. Along with other 80s films, she says, captured the emotion of her childhood.
I get the people that are fans are like, that is wicked cool. And then I get the other people like, I don't understand what's going on with that. It's just personal expression and kind of defines me.
Back at fan headquarters now, it's starting to fill up.
We have like a trivia game that we're gonna do.
But not everyone showing up here is just a fan.
Come here, come here, come here. Come here, come here.
Sherry Sinchin worked on the film as Vern. Yes, as a girl, she was Jerry O'Connell's stand-in.
Oh, it's so funny, I forgot to laugh.
Well, this is a picture we were working in the junkyard scene, and Jerry's mom just thought it was hilarious. She would always mistake Jerry for me, and so when she saw us together, she thought it was a great idea to have a picture taken.
Stand back, men! Man, dude, over to the side!
Take out the papers and the trash.
And then they found that he couldn't climb a fence. And so when you see him climbing up the fence, it's Sherry, not Jerry. So
Stunt butt.
stunt butt. It's iconic. Ooh, I love you, love you.
Among the fans on this day, Sherry is a star, and mining her for information fills the gaps in their imagination.
My friends and I, when we all saw it, it was out on DVD, or sorry, VHS back then. And I was obviously Gordy. I was the skinny writer kid.
Hey, Gordon, why don't you tell us the story? I don't know.
And my friends and I, we would all get together, and we were all girls, but we would all pick parts, and we would play parts. I don't want to play Gordy because it's like playing yourself. It's boring. I want to play Teddy.
Over the years, her family grew to love the movie as much as she did. Today, they made the drive from Walla Walla, Washington,